Good morning to my Newington friends and family. According to the Better Schools Guide, Sydney, surprisingly, has only 26 boys' high schools and 26 girls' high schools, with a total of 213 high schools in total. And Melbourne has only 13 boys' high schools, 24 girls' high schools, with 206 schools in total. As you can appreciate, the number of single-sex boys or girls schools are quite rare. From the available single-sex girls schools in Sydney, the ones that come to mind immediately are Abbotsleigh, Askham, Danebank, Kambala, Kincoppel, Loreto Kirribilli, Loreto Normanhurst, Merredin, MLC, PLC Sydney, Pymble Ladies College, Queenwood, Ravenswood, Roseville College, Skeggs Darlinghurst, St Catherine's, Sydney Girls High, Tara and Winona. From the single-sex boys' schools in and around Sydney, the schools that you'd probably want to send your boys to would be Kings, Knox, Newington, Riverview, Scots, Shaw, Sydney Boys High, Sydney Grammar, Trinity and Waverley. They're the ones that come to mind, and they're the ones you'd probably be happy to spend $40,000 or $50,000 a year to send them to a single-sex educational environment. The number of single-sex boys' schools is limited, as we just heard when we went through that list, but it becomes even more limited when you start to dig a little deeper. For example, if you're not a boarder, then you probably don't want to send your boy to King's or Joey's. If you're not academic, you're probably not going to want to send your boy to Sydney Grammar or Sydney Boys High, and that eliminates 4 schools. And it just goes on and on. What I absolutely love about Newington College is that Newington College is a school for all-rounders. And we've got to say, if somebody's academic, then they're going to achieve regardless of where they go. They can go to a public school and get coached and do very, very well. But if you're thinking of going to Newington and not being sporty and not getting involved, then probably Newington isn't the school for you. And there are horses for courses, and each of the boys' schools, each of the single-sex boys' schools are good at something. So the big test, the big question for parents is that they need to match up what the school has to offer to what their boy wants to do. And Newington will magnify you. Newington will allow you to become the very, very best at what you specialise in. And that's why going to a boys' school, that's why going to a specialist boys' school is so important to boys, because they can do, they can grow, they can develop and be around boys who have a similar sort of mindset. It's time we had an adult-to-adult talk. Whilst there are a number of single-sex boys' schools around, the number is very, very small considering the number of people who believe in single-sex education for their boys. And if Newington takes away that choice, if Newington throws out the baby with the bathwater, then it's going to have a huge impact on the educational landscape here in Australia, a landscape that has been shaped by Newington over the years and has delivered a service, a unique service, a service that you can't quite find in any of the other schools. And as I said before, Newington is great at being an all-round balanced educational experience. So if you want to send your boy to a school that's going to have balance, if you want to send your boy to a school that is going to enable them to grow and develop and thrive in an environment with other boys, then Newington College as a boys' school is the selection, is the choice that you can make, and it's up to us to continue to preserve that right, that choice, and not to make Newington just like every other co-ed school and to take away that opportunity for it to differentiate its service, its product, and it's all about fitting in, and the environment that you surround yourself in can have a significant impact on how you feel, how you behave, and who you turn out to be. The big question is, do you want your son, do you want your boy to go to an environment that is structured and specific for boys' education, to have a history in educating boys over 160 years and turning boys into adults, turning boys into leaders, turning boys into balanced, exceptional achievers in their lives? Or do you want to send them to a place of chaos, a place that is constantly changing based on the whims of the people who come and go? Save Newington.